survivors are Mother Harden. Hallelujah. I remember when people would laugh at me, talking about you not called. But 10 countries later, I survived the laugh. I survived the ridicule. I got a place to live, and I'm driving a brand new car. This is my exodus. This is my exodus. This is your exodus. This is your exodus. Thank you, Lord. Somebody say thank you. Thank you, Lord. Woo. Thank you, Lord. I got a brand new life. Thank you, Lord. Oh, but I will survive. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. You a survivor. We are survivors in the name of the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Clap your hands and say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Because sometimes when you grab the mic, people just be going by what they see. She go here and she go there. But you don't know where I come from. It ain't always been like this. And it won't always be like this. Somebody clap and say, I love the Lord. Giving our praises to the Lord. I feel like praising him. I can't help it. I've been through a whole lot. She said it's been a rough week. It's been a rough year. Hallelujah. I lost my mama 3 months ago. Thought I wouldn't make it. Cried myself to sleep. But the Lord is my helper. He's my keeper. He's my Lord. He rocks me. He holds me. He keeps me. He won't leave me. When the world is against me, he's more than the world. Greater is he that is in me. He that is in the world. And I thank him. And I thank him. And I thank him. And I thank him. He's better than my mama. Better than my daddy. Better than my job. Better than my best friend. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Ooh. It's not just my exodus. Tonight the Lord says, this is the last time you will have to deal with that. This is the last time you will have to deal with this. He said if you made it through that, you will make it through this. Now if you know you're a survivor, give the Lord I'm a survivor praise. And you're shifting. And you're shifting. Somebody shout, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Because what could have killed me? All it did was build me. Made me better. I'm already preaching. I could have died in it. I could have died from it. I could have been left in it. But I'm a survivor. Survivors don't die. They just keep going like the energizer bunny. They keep worshiping. They keep preaching. They keep teaching. They keep singing. They keep praying. They keep coming to church. They don't give up. Somebody holler. Survive. I could have lost my mind. I kept going. and say he's pulling you too. Come on, don't worry if they're looking at your praise. They need a breakthrough. Somebody say he's pulling you through. He's pulling you out. He's pulling you over. He's pulling you out. He's pulling you over. And we owe him a praise. I said, boy, I'm trying to stop tickling. I feel the Holy Ghost power moving in this place. Somebody waited till the 10th month. Still that you overdue. You were supposed to get birth in the 9th month, but you still holding on. Tell somebody I'm overdue, and I owe God a due praise. 60 seconds, a due praise. I owe him a due praise. I owe you for keeping me in January. I owe you for keeping me in February. Stop taking me. June, July, August, September. Give him a 10-month praise. Hallelujah. Praise. Little Richardson, I'm trying my best. I know this ain't protocol, but I gotta praise it. I gotta get it out. It's been a rough week. It's been a rough month. It's been a rough year. Just a few of us are here. The least we can do is give God bless you. Well, I believe that the Lord is in this
Lord.
place.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, God.
I feel chains falling off of people.
Thank you, God.
I feel somebody came in stiff, not knowing what God was about to do. Somebody came in aching. Somebody came in wondering. But tell somebody you in the right place, baby. Just the mere fact that you walked in the door. You're a survivor. So there's 4 words I want to deal with. Somebody say survive.
Survive.
Surviving.
Surviving.
Survived.
Survived.
Survivor.
Survivor.
Survive. That's what we strive for.
Yes.
Surviving.
Yes.
That's what happens while we in that thing.
Right.
Survived.
Right.
That's what happens after we get out.
Right.
And then we're called a survivor.
Yes.
Tell somebody, I've been through all of that. So tonight is the night for the survivors. So as you clap your hands, as I rush to the word, God, I love you.
Thank you, Lord.
More than anything,
Yes, God.
I'll never try to preach without talking to you first.
Yes.
You're a wonderful Savior.
Yes, Lord. Yes, He is.
You're a great God.
Yes, He is.
Heal my body.
Yes, God. Yes.
Healing my mind.
Yes.
Healing my heart.
Yes.
And you're doing the same thing for the listeners that are here tonight. And so I honor you for this night. Thank you for an opportunity to share your word. And I give you the glory for the life of Lady Patricia Richardson.
Yes,
And for the work that she's doing with the women. And so tonight, we just move out of your way. Ask that you would have your way. Allow your flesh to glory in your presence. In advance, we'll give you the praise. And we give you all the honor. And it is so in Jesus' name. Somebody shout, and it is so.
And it is so.
And it cannot be otherwise. Amen and amen. Well, y'all looking at me, I'm looking at y'all. I had to get all that out. And I still don't think I'm through. But when you think about surviving, you can't help but give God the praise. I don't know what's on this paper. I was typing at 4 o'clock in the morning. I just started typing stuff. Tiffany, I don't know who word this is.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord.
But the word tonight is an interview with a survivor.
Yeah. Come on. Right.
An interview with a survivor. If I ask you, what have you survived? Y'all sit down. Y'all don't sit down. Y'all scare me. Sit down. If I ask you, what have you survived? What would you say and how would you answer? If we ask First Lady, what has she survived? As a matter of fact, y'all, I love her so much. Can we clap for the lady in the house? Y'all so clap right. I hope y'all don't do me like that. When y'all come to my services, let's take it y'all clap for Cynthia. She's a wonderful servant. She's a survivor of so much stuff. And so everybody that's here. And clap for yourself for coming out tonight.
Yes.
So if I ask you, what if you survived? How would you answer? Well, first you have to know what the word survivor really means. Webster describes it as a person who copes well with difficulties in their life. But dictionary.com says a person who continues to function or prosper in spite of opposition, hardship, or setbacks. Somebody say, I like that one better. Now, can I ask you again? What have you survived? Any setbacks ever hit your life? Any hardships ever hit your life? Y'all sure got low. Have you been through anything in your life? If you've been through, say, I made it through and I am a survivor.
I made it through and I am a survivor.
A song that said, through danger seen and unseen, I've already come. That means it's some stuff you come through that you didn't even know it.
Right.
Diseases you've been healed from that you never knew you had. Heartaches that you never had to deal with, because it says and unseen. Can we thank God for the stuff we've never had to see?
Thank you, Lord.
Somebody say, I survived the seen and the unseen. If I'm talking to you, say she talking good. I've overcome things that I never knew came to me. Somebody might reply, I have survived heartaches. Another headache. Somebody else, financial lack. Candace, maybe some broken relationships. Mayan, maybe family deaths, divorce. Maybe you survived diseases, job loss, repossessed vehicles, bankruptcy, foreclosure, ministry defeat, setback, leadership dilemmas, lack of support, or maybe too much of the wrong support. Molestations, rape, loneliness, reoccurring issues, fear, doubt. Just yell, I survived.
I survived.
Regardless, tell yourself, I'm empowered from it, I'm excelling through it, and I'm enhancing in it. I'm preaching better than y'all.
You preaching.
What does it even mean to survive doing combat and basic training? That's why we got all this stuff on. Somebody clap for the camouflage gear. Soldiers wear it because they're taught to survive and not die. Christians are no different. We are taught that you will not die from it. If it was meant for us to die, all of us would be dead from our last attack.
Right.
That's why she's talking right. Because the last thing that came to get you was literally to kill you. The Bible says, but the thief comes but to steal, kill, and destroy. You're not supposed to have nothing. You're not supposed to be nothing. And you're not supposed to be alive today. If that don't make you feel good, I don't know what does. Tell somebody that I survived it. The aim of an army soldier when they step into the battlefield is to kill and not get killed. Deidre wasn't supposed to kill you. Mayani wasn't supposed to kill you. Tiffany wasn't supposed to kill you. If the truth be told, we shouldn't even be sitting here right now. If somebody just want to tell God thank you, just start going crazy and clapping your hands and say, God, I thank you. I should have died somewhere. Y'all clapping right. Tell somebody I should have lost my entire mind. Soldiers are put through the grinder. They are taught and expected to defend themselves in the harshest physical conditions, rugged terrain, harsh weather, and deadly assailants. Christians are no different. You've been set up to win.
Right.
I heard somebody say, I want to win. You talking wrong. You need to yell, I'm already a winner. Say, I'm a winner. As Christians, we are also expected to be able to defend ourselves during the worst times. The enemy is not supposed to be able to punk you.
That's right. That's right.
Having you feeling like a defeated foe. We are more than overcomers. I can't hear nobody. Somebody say, greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. I have the strength of God. As a matter of fact, in In Psalms it says, when the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, that they stumbled and fell.
Yes.
Just the mere fact that your enemy wanted to take you out and God let you stand is a reason to give you praise. It says, though an army shall encamp against me, in this will I be confident. Women throughout the Bible, First Lady, have exuded the strength of God and survived some of the worst of times. If y'all say, tell me about them, I'll preach a little bit harder. Somebody say, preach a little bit harder. They are strong when it comes to facing hard situations. They are confident in who they are and who they believe in. And in their example of fearlessness, they encourage others to be courageous and make a difference. Most of all, a survivor does not quit.
Come on now. Yes.
In a minute, they're going to understand what's going on. Tell somebody, I can't quit.
I can't quit.
Say, I want to quit sometime.
I want to quit sometimes.
I want to faint. I want to give up. And then I remember who I am. I say, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm more than an overcomer. Sarah lived after she laughed and was used to show the power of God. Tell somebody, be careful how you laugh at me. And be careful how you laugh at what God is doing with you. Ruth found honor after losing her husband and maintained after Moab. Mary Magdalene was delivered from a life of demonic oppression and experienced the resurrected power of Christ. Hannah was blessed after being barren and showed how surviving will produce your Samuel. The widow woman allowed her obstacle to bring forth obedience and shifted into the overflow. Mary, the mother of Jesus, survived the ultimate life interruption, allowing her to carry and birth the Christ child from espoused
Yes, God. Yes, God.
to pronounced.
Speak, Lord.
I feel somebody tonight saying, I've been interrupted just so I can survive what I'm in. Sometimes we come to church and we be so heavy and we don't realize there's a blessing in just your coming.
Right.
Amen.
Grab yourself and say, I'm glad I came.
I'm glad I came.
Because God has something for me. The Samaritan woman dodged noonday gossip and ran into a right now Savior. Preach, Diggs, I'm doing the best. And so God says, here today, if you look in Luke chapter 13, tell somebody there's a story of a survivor. Jesus heals a woman at the right time, in the right place, and he did it the right way. I came to tell somebody, this could very well be your story. Luke chapter 17, 13. The Bible tells us about a woman who had an infirmity. Sometimes we're going through stuff, people of God, and we say, God got me in this, God will get me out of it. And that's not always true. I'm going to mess with your theology, because even when the enemy gets you in it, God can get you out.
Amen.
Some stuff we deal with is because the devil don't like you. It's either satanic, sovereign, or sinful. Oh, I lost the whole church. Because everybody think they're going through stuff because God has put it on. But according to Luke 13, the Bible says that the devil, that a spirit of infirmity was put on her. So that means that the Lord didn't do that.
Come on.
Oh, y'all can at least say you talking better than I'm looking.
Come on.
Because y'all looking like y'all not survivors right now.
Come on.
We done danced and shouted.
Come
And
on.
we looking at the 10 o'clock hour. I'm going to let you go before 10. But you better make sure you get what you need before Saturday hit. Tell somebody, I need the word. The Bible says in Luke chapter 13, beginning around verse number 10, 11, 12, you can go as far as you want to. But I'm going to start where it says, on a Sabbath, Jesus was teaching in one of the synagogues. And a woman was there who had been crippled by a spirit for 18 years. She was bent over and could not straighten up at all. When Jesus saw her, somebody say, saw her. He called her forward and said to her, woman, you are set free from your infirmity. So you look at it and it says she was bent over and she could not straighten up.
All right.
He called her forward, told her she was free. Then he put his hand on her and immediately she straightened up and praised God. In a minute, everybody that came in crooked about to leave straight. Everybody say in a minute.
In a minute.
If you can stick with me for 8 minutes and 13 seconds. Indignant because Jesus had healed on the Sabbath, the synagogue leader said to the people, there are 6 days for work. So come and be healed on those days, not on the Sabbath. The Lord answered him, you hypocrites. In other words, it don't matter when you get it as long as you get it. Because if you've been trying to survive and the Lord is healing you, you don't care if it happened on a Monday, a Tuesday, or Wednesday, or a Saturday, or maybe on a Sunday. Tell somebody it can happen tonight.
It can happen tonight.
How you going to get mad because I got healed? The Lord said, y'all hypocrites. Because everybody don't want you to survive.
Right.
There's people that want you to struggle.
Right.
There are people that want you to lose.
Right.
There are people that want you to die. As a matter of fact, some of them live with you.
Yeah. Wow. Come on.
Some of them you call your BFF. Some of them you call your leaders. Some of them you call your co-workers. Everybody don't want you to survive. But tell somebody it's too late because I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I done moved from survive to surviving to survive, and now I'm a survivor. Somebody shout, I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
So the Bible says that he called them hypocrites. And then he wasn't paying them no attention no more. He told the woman to just come and be healed. Tonight is your night.
Yeah.
Can I help you understand how you should know you a survivor? I'm glad you asked. Thank you, First Lady. Because of my painful condition.
Yeah.
My condition has been so bad, I've had to deal with what I didn't ask for. This was not something she asked for. She had been crippled by a spirit for 18 years.
Yes.
I dare you to look at your neighbor and say, I've been in this thing too long.
I've been in this thing too long.
Can y'all open y'all mouth like y'all at a cowboy? Well, not the cowboy. Well, y'all made the cowboy again and say, I've been in this thing too long.
I've been in this thing too long.
Now turn around and tell her or him, you've been in this thing too long.
You've been in this thing too
The
long.
duration was 18 years. That's a long time not to be surviving what the enemy put on you.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you've been dealing with it, but tonight is the last night.
Tonight is
This
the
is
last
the
night.
Exodus. I tell you this so praise God. That 18 years is long enough. 8 hours is long enough. As a matter of fact, I've been in it longer than I really want to deal with.
Yeah.
That's why we have long weeks. First Lady, don't do that. Don't shake your head like that. Because it makes me want to holler a little bit louder. Tell somebody 1 week is long enough.
1 week is long.
Has anybody else had a rough week this week?
Listen.
I'm in the right place.
Listen.
Anybody have a struggle on Monday?
Listen.
Anybody been tired on a Tuesday? Weary on a Wednesday? All the musicians said yeah. Anybody ever had a rough on a Thursday?
Yes.
Fearful on a Friday? Satanic stuff on a Saturday? You ought to want to give God praise for freedom on a Friday. Somebody say freedom on Friday. My painful condition, my condition lasted longer than I wanted to. 18 years of struggling. 18 years of heartache. 18 years of not being able to have good communication. How do you know? Because all she could do was look down. Somebody can't even talk to people right now.
Wow.
But the Lord left you in it long enough so you can understand a survival series. Somebody say the condition was conducive for a survivor. My y'all remember that later.
All right, I got you.
My condition left me aggravated, alone, and annoyed. My condition was wearing me out, but it was also building me up to empower somebody else.
Yes.
Do you not know you go through to survive? It's not just for you, Adrian.
Yeah.
We be talking about, I made it. I made it. What John P. Key say?
I made it out.
I made it out. I made it out all right. You didn't make it just for you.
Come on.
Yeah.
You made it because your neighbor needs Jesus. You made it because your family member needs to know he's a healer. You made it through because your spouse needs to know. The one that's coming to you, your co-worker, you didn't just survive just to be surviving. Somebody needs to see Jesus in your condition. But we're so worried about coming through, we forget about everybody else. And the Lord will trust you with an illness, with an ailment, with an aggravation, just so you can show somebody the glory of God. Oh, I feel God in this place. Tell somebody, I ain't going through for nothing. And I ain't coming out for nothing. Because it's a process that I have to go through. Somebody said my painful condition.
My painful condition.
And then there's a problematic conflict. It's bad enough I was trying to survive my condition, but then there were people that couldn't relate to what I was going through. I wish I had a church that at least could moan. I wish I had a church that could at least clap. I wish I had a church that could at least tap their feet. I wish I had a church that could just understand that God is in the building. And when he's in the building, he walks up and down your road. He comes all through the aisle. He just leaps all through the building. Tell somebody he's in the room. He's in the room. Even in my problematic situation, God is here right now. There were people that could help me that wouldn't help me. There were people that could sow that wouldn't give. The woman came to church. Can we talk about the text?
Come on.
The woman was bent over. The Bible doesn't mention nobody helping her into the building.
Right.
Right.
The Bible doesn't talk about nobody driving her up to the synagogue.
All right.
The Bible doesn't talk about nobody letting her ride on their back. The woman was crippled. There's people in here tonight that you have situations and you're crippled in your mind, crippled in your thoughts, crippled in your heart. And the hard part, you don't have no help. If one person just say, you preaching.
You preaching.
Tell somebody crippled. Crippled don't just mean you need crutches. Sometimes crippled just mean I need a friend.
All right.
I need an ear. I need somebody to stand by me. This woman came to church. Can I help you understand that in your problem, you can't survive if you quit coming to the house of the Lord.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen.
Preach Diggs, I'm trying.
You're doing good.
I'm trying. I just brought a little Sunday school lesson. Tell somebody I can't quit coming to the house of the Lord.
I can't.
Because in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was God. The Word was with God. And so your problem cannot separate you from the house of the Lord. The first thing we do when we get an issue is that we keep our issue and ourselves at the house.
Come on.
But the Bible says that the woman entered the synagogue. Can I help you understand that even when you're bent, you still got to get your blessing? And the only way you can get a blessing, you got to push your way through. Tell somebody, push through, girl. You can't survive, man, unless you push through. Somebody say, push! We become our own worst enemy. We start sitting at the house. We stop listening to the word. We stop trusting the Lord. When the Bible tells us, Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding in all your ways. Acknowledge him and he'll direct your path. What path? I can't see when I'm crippled. I can't see when I'm bent over. But I'd rather be trying to get there to survive than staying at the house and losing my mind.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Tell somebody you survive.
You survive.
By keep going.
Keep
You survive by remembering the last word you got. Somebody say, preach me happy. You should be happy from the last word you heard.
Right. Come on now. Let's go.
Make me happy. You should be happy that you got life, health, and strength.
Right.
You should feel good that the last attack didn't take you out. As a matter of fact, just start praising God based on what you might have to deal with and ain't been through yet. Car wreck should have killed you.
Thank you, Lord.
The last disease should have took you out. The last diagnosis should have killed you. But tell somebody, I'm still standing.
I'm still standing.
I'm still here.
Yes.
In the name of the Lord. Say, my problematic situation, I forgot it was that good that I was afflicted. David said, that's when I learned of the Lord's decree. Say, when I get afflicted, that's when I get anointed. I survived my last affliction. Cynthia, don't wave your hand like that. I'm going to pass you the microphone. Tell somebody, it I was afflicted.
That I was afflicted.
It was good.
It was good.
That I was aggravated. It was good.
It was
That I
good.
was annoyed. But that's all over because this is my exodus. Clap your hands if you know it's real. Come on, say this is it. This is the last time I'm going to deal with that.
Yes, Lord.
So tell somebody a survivor.
A survivor.
If you ask the woman, she would say it was my condition. Somebody yell, my condition.
My condition.
I don't know what your condition is. Maybe your condition is you talk too much.
What?
You can't hear God. And your prescription for survival, because you talk more than you listen.
Wow.
Damn.
Maybe your condition is that you look at the wrong stuff.
Yes.
Y'all see them videos going around the internet. Y'all don't look at them. Block them. Don't look. Somebody say, close your eyes.
Close your
Oh, be
eyes.
careful, little eyes, what you see.
Yeah.
Don't look at that stuff. Maybe your problem is you gossip more than you give God glory.
Help us.
Maybe your condition is you're burdened more than you can acknowledge your blessing. Tell somebody, I got a condition.
Got a condition.
And don't be too cute because I'll come down your street and call it out for real.
All right.
Say, but this woman didn't let her condition keep her from survival mode.
Yeah.
And I feel God in that because I've come to the house of the Lord, Mother Hardeman, when my heart was broken. Tell somebody, I was bent over.
Right.
I've come with pain in my body. Somebody say, bent over. I've come broke
My God.
and gave more than I had. But somebody say, bent over. But by the time I left, I was straightened up.
Hallelujah.
Because I gave God praise in the midst of my trials, in the midst of my troubles. Oh, y'all keep clapping. In the midst of my confusion, in the midst of what was going on. And God came through and helped me through another day. Somebody said, that's the kind of woman I want to be. That's the kind of man I want to be. My problem does not dictate my praise. My problem makes me praise. She came to the house of the Lord. I feel the Holy. Tell somebody she walked into the door. She didn't see nobody's face. Sometimes that's good news because we see more of them than we see of him.
Right.
She was looking down. Somebody said my days of looking down are coming to an end. She was bent over. And she just got in. Can I help you understand? If you just get in, y'all Mother Hardeman just grinning. If ain't nobody else getting it, Mother Hardeman saying, preach on, preacher. I got one witness in the room. So if I could just get in.
Yes.
But when you get in, you got to wait for God to do what only God can do. Somebody here tonight.
Yes, God.
You came here and your condition is so bad that you don't realize you in the right place to be a survivor.
Yes, God.
Say, God needs somebody to work with. God needs an issue. God needs a problem. As a matter of fact, God needs you.
Yes.
He needs what's making you cry yourself to sleep at night. He needs what you're going through Monday through Monday. He needs it. As a matter of fact, somebody just say, take it away, God. Just take it. Just take it. Just take it. Say, here am I, Lord. Bent over, crooked, can't straighten up. Here am I. Just take it away.
Yes, God. Just take it.
She makes her way like a good old soldier. And I'm so glad to know that she had a purposeful conclusion. She was bent over and couldn't straighten up, but it didn't stop her from warring.
Yeah.
Somebody say, I got a war.
Yeah.
It didn't stop her from walking. And it sure didn't stop her from worshiping.
Right.
What's stopping you from worshiping? In order to survive, you can't stop going to church. You can't stop trusting the Lord. You can't come out of survival mode. As a matter of fact, just hold your hands up and say, Lord, I trust you in it.
Trust you in it.
My conclusion
Yes, God. Yes, God.
is not the same as the conception. Because when you look at the beginning, it says a woman was struck with an infirmity for 18 years.
Yeah.
But when you look at the end of it, it says he saw her, he called her, he touched her, and immediately. So we move from an infirmity to an immediate.
Yes.
Or with my own wish they under. Somebody say from an infirmity to
Infirmity
an immediate.
to immediate.
It's not gonna take you long to come out of this one tonight. As a matter of fact, somebody just start yelling, I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
He called her.
Yeah.
He touched her. He can't call you if he don't see you.
Right.
You don't stop coming to church because you have an issue.
Yeah.
This the last place we should be seen dodging when we have a problem.
Help us.
Amen. Yeah. Amen.
Some of us won't come till we get a problem.
Right.
And then the other ones won't come back until the problem is solved.
Yeah.
But can I help you understand that according to this word, this woman got her survival on when she came to the house of the Lord. Can you thank the Lord for letting you make it to his house tonight? Somebody say, I'm a survivor. And this is a survivor series. If I ask you, if I interview you, and if I ask you, what have you survived? What's the first thing you would think about? I don't even want you to say nothing. Just think. He brought you through that.
Yeah.
If I ask you, what else have you survived? What would you say? He brought you through that.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord.
If I ask you, what have you been dealing with just this week? Just the fact that you walked through the door, he brought you through that. And if he brought you through that, he'll bring you through this. And if he bring you through this, he'll take you through that. Somebody thank God for being that kind of God. Because when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me, my soul just cries out, hallelujah, I'm a survivor. Can I get my 10 people to just say, I'm a survivor?
I'm a
Because he
survivor.
saw me, he called me, and he touched me, and immediately
Yes, God.
Yes,
I
God.
straighten up.
Yes, Lord.
I need to talk to a few people that just want to straighten up tonight. If you're tired of dealing with it, somebody just say, this is the last time
This is the last time.
you gonna see me like this. I came to Jesus just as I was. I was weary. I was wounded. Somebody saying I was a little bit tired. But I found in him a resting place. And he has made me glad. I was bent over was bent over. Now I'm straight. Interview me. I once was mad. Now I'm glad. I once was dirty. Now I'm clean. I once was worried. Now I'm worshiping. I once had a problem. Now I'm praising. Interview me. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. Big. Every cry. Long as I live. Trouble lies. I'll hide to the throne. Interview me. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound. That saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Interview me. Worship the Lord. Take my hand. Lead me on. Let me stay. Somebody say, interview me. This is the last time. I'm a survivor. Survivor. Survivors, open your mouth. It didn't kill you. You still here. I don't care what the doctor said. I don't care what the naysayer said. How you gonna heal her? Because she was persistent. Because she was consistent. Because she kept her eyes on the cross. How you gonna heal her? On the Sabbath. Because the Bible says, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Wherever the Lord is, there's an opportunity to be healed, to be whole. It might happen on a Monday, might happen on a Tuesday. I just want to be healed. I just want to be in his face. Because wherever the Lord is, I can survive. Tell somebody I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Come on, shout, I'm a survivor. Come on, I dance about it. I shout about it. I sing about it. I praise it. When I'm vacuuming the floor. When I'm taking my bath. When I'm cooking my dinner. I'm a survivor. I praise it. When I'm driving my car. When I'm typing in my cubicle. I still praise him. I got a right. I got a reason. I have a responsibility because I'm a survivor and I can survive that. I can survive this. I don't care what you're in. Tonight is your night to be healed, whole, in the name of Jesus. I'm empowered from it. I'm excelling and I'm enhancing. So I ain't gonna die from this. Because I am a survivor. Woman didn't let it stop her. And God says, tonight you are free. But it's all about how you feel. About what he's able to do. Come on, somebody just start worshiping. Somebody say, you're a capable God. Come on, say, I'm free. I can't hear nobody. Say, I'm free. Don't want to pray for all of you, but say, I'm free. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
I'm free.
I'm free. Hallelujah.
I'm no longer bound.
Jesus.
No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. It's just a blessing. Come on, open up your own mouth. Say, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm free. All over the building. Come on, help me. Somebody say, oh, oh, I am free. Woo. Praise the Lord. I'm free. I'm no longer bound. That's it. No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. It's a blessing. It's just a blessing. Oh, you can make it through it. I see the tears. Praise the Lord. Come on, stay right there. Praise it. Praise the Lord. You are a survivor. Praise it is through. And through means going in one way and coming out the other. I want you. I really do. I want you to leave here tonight understanding who you are. People be talking about you this, you that. You made it through. No. Just the fact that you showed up. There's enough folk. There's 18 people in the audience. Woman been over 18 years. If you really believe that you have survived the worst of times. God gave me this gift. I didn't want it, First Lady. I didn't want it. People be talking about, I want the anointing. Baby, but you gotta go through. He did. I've been all around the world. I done seen tumors fall off people's body. I've seen so much. We were in Africa, people who couldn't walk. We saw them walking. We did. We've seen eyes open. Folk came in blind, they left. Saying right here at this church, we've seen people that came in wheelchairs, couldn't stand up. They left their wheelchairs at the altar and they left walking out. I'm just saying, God said, I'm gonna give you healing in your hands. But I didn't understand it until I went through my own dilemma. You can't experience deliverance until you overcome your own dilemmas. He said, when you lay hands on the sick, they will recover. And that just doesn't mean ailments. I mean your mind issues. I mean your financial issues. I've heard people, I've touched folk, and they have inboxed me the same night. I checked my mailbox. I hadn't checked it in a week, but I checked it tonight. And unexpectedly, I said, there wasn't no unexpected. The Lord just needed your faith to touch my faith. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but this survival series that First Lady has come up with, somebody needs to survive. You just got to come out. You are a survivor, but you got to feel it. You got to receive it. Tonight is your night. I don't beg people. I got 4 assignments this weekend. I ain't got time to play with y'all. Nobody else. It's time for me to go home, go to bed. But if you know that God has his hand on you and you want to move to the next level and you know you are a survivor, you're tired of trying to deal with it on your own, I just want you to come. There's oil in my purse. I want you to come. I don't want you to look at nobody. The woman was bent over, so she couldn't see nobody. She couldn't see anyone. Nobody could mess with her because her mind was made up. She wanted to get to Jesus. Do I have any people that just want to get to Jesus tonight? You're not concerned about who's beside you. Your ministry got to go to the next level. You just need a touch. Somebody's body. You say, man, I'm so tired of this pain. You just need a touch. That's all. Somebody's tired of dealing with it on your own. You just need a touch. I just want to touch you before I leave and go back to Grand Prairie, get back in that awful traffic. But tonight is the night. She didn't put this program on just so we could come out and look at one another. It's been an awesome night, but you're dealing with some awful stuff. And if you bring your awful situation to an awesome God, he'll turn it around. Somebody say, he's turning it around. He's turning it around. I can't hear nobody. He's turning it around. Right now, say, he's turning it around. Whatever you need, he's doing it right now. Woo! One touch from the Lord. Just one touch from the Lord. Just one touch from the Lord. You turn it around. Turn it around. Just one touch. Just one touch. Just one touch. And he'll do it for you. Just one touch. Somebody say, because I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I got work to do. I got a charge to keep it. I got to glorify. Just one touch. One touch. Just one touch from the Lord. That's all we need tonight. Because I am